Well, yeah.
Because summer is on its way. We are
Right.
just a couple of days away from the official start of summer. And for many parts of us in different parts of the country, you've already started to see those temperatures go up. We had our first 90-degree temperatures over the weekend, and we kind of remember what
Yeah,
it
like,
feels like to just be
ugh.
standing and sweating for no reason. So if you don't already have an air conditioning unit, and if you have thought about it, but dread the idea of putting that big thing in your window, having to have someone come over and permanently install it, have to worry about the condensation dripping on the people below, or just the
All
risk
the nightmares, right.
of it falling out. You don't have to worry about any of that anymore, because we have from Coby a 1200 BTU 3-in-1 portable air conditioner. That means that it will help cool, dehumidify, and has a fan. And we have our handyman and DIY specialist, Sean Pickford, here to talk all about it.
Well, it's great to be here.
It's cold over here.
It's cold over here, but you know what? Because it's colder in the studio here,
Yeah.
but think about it. It was 90 degrees last week,
Right.
and you're saying, oh, it's time to turn on the air. Or I wish we had air conditioning. So this is a great way to be able to do that instead of trying to put something huge in your window.
Right.
This rolls into the room where you want it. It goes into your existing window, which is really easy to do. No tools required
And listen
to
to
install
this. This thing is cranking, and it's very quiet
Yeah.
compared to those big, really noisy units that
it.
we
Yeah, it
used
sounded
to
like
have.
a plane was taking
my
off in your
gosh,
bedroom.
right.
So these are so much more complex, yet so much easier to use.
Yeah.
Smaller footprint, built-in timer. You can have this 61 degrees cool or 88 degrees cool and anywhere in between. It's got a sleep timer with it. It removes the moisture from your air. So if you want to put it in dehumidifier
Right.
mode, you can remove 7.5 gallons of water in a 24-hour period, and you never have to empty the bucket or pail. Like I remember as a kid, my dad would be like, your turn to empty the pail.
And it's the humidity in the air that makes it so uncomfortable. Sean,
Right.
we lived in an old stone twin, grew up with no air conditioning. We had to basically twist my mom's arm as she was getting older, God rest her soul, force her basically to get air conditioning installed.
Right.
And for good reason, because in those older homes, it's very expensive to put in air conditioning. So the first thing that we bought her was the original unit, which was much bigger back in the day.
Probably something like this.
It was the floor unit,
Oh,
and it
okay.
was massive. You remember?
Oh my goodness.
I think you sold it to me, actually.
Yeah, they were twice
They were
this
twice
size.
the size. And it was great because that was what we needed and what she could afford at the time. So loved it. And it was the same kind of setup. Here's the deal.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
literally lift the box off of this. It's on wheels, so you can move it to where you need to. And this is the installation.
Yeah, I mean the flexible 5.5 foot
Right.
tube here, okay? Twist onto the back, snaps into your window kit.
Right.
As long as your window is 29.5 inches or 59 inches, somewhere in between, so really small to really large,
Right.
and opens up and down or side to side. If it cranks out, called a casement window,
Right.
this
Can't
would
use
fall
it.
out and it won't work. But there's your little adjustment here. That little wing nut allows you to adjust that slider to the perfect size.
And then you can tighten it in.
We give you all the little things to block out everything so you can't lose, the cold air going out or the hot air coming in. And your screen also stays in the window.
right.
So people with the homeowners association saying you can't have anything past the screen, this is perfect for that.
I love it. All right, so the evolution, of course, is what we're looking at
Yeah,
here.
it's something like this, all right, which is big and heavy. This is your dehumidifier. This has the bucket in the front here that you have to empty just about every hour, all right, or it shuts off. And then your 3-speed fan. What you're seeing in front of you does all
All
those
that same
things,
thing.
and it will cool a room that's 500 square feet.
Wow.
That's a large room. It's a room that's 20 by 25 with an
Okay.
8-foot ceiling.
Yeah.
So it does a fantastic job, but it doesn't struggle to cool that. That's why it's so cool where we are,
Right.
because I have this set on 66 degrees.
And I want to also mention that if you're shopping with it with a credit card, you can get it home in 5 installments of $80. So you'll be ready for the big heat wave coming in the week after next. Or use your QVC credit card and shop with that 12-month special financing offer.
Oh, that's a great way to do it.
If it's paid off in full within that 12 months, there's no additional finance charge. So it really makes sense to use your Q card for the purchase. If you don't have one, apply for one for a $20 statement credit that you can apply towards your next purchase. So V83887, let's take everybody on a tour.
So you have all your controls on the unit itself, or you also get a remote control. So Here's your up and down button. So if I want to change the temperature here, you can see I just hit the button and it'll change what temperature that I want. If I want it to go colder, I can do that by just hitting that button. All right, this is the oscillating button. I'm actually blowing the air back and forth through the room, not just straight up in one area. So I love that feature on this one. There's your timer mode. Let's say you get home from work at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you want it to be at 72 degrees. You can go ahead and set that and it will remember it.
Okay.
All right. There's your different fan speed mode. So how fast do you want it to go? Where do you want it to go? Different modes. Nighttime mode. A lot of you want to go to bed when it's really hot, but it gets cooler through the night. You don't want to wake up and it's freezing. Every hour, this will go up a degree to 3 degrees difference. So when you wake up in the morning, you're not freezing.
Okay.
All right. So there's your fan mode and there's your power mode there. Again, it also comes with the remote control.
That's
so
great.
everything I can control here on the face of the unit, I can control with this remote, power on, cool, you name it, all those different features. So, and there's even a little place in the back where you can go ahead and store this.
And as we're watching this unit, the fins that are controlling the directions are going forward and coming back. That's the oscillation mode. So it helps to move the air in the house.
Well,
so the key to keeping your home cool is to move the air, to circulate the air, dehumidify the air, and use the fan to circulate.
Yeah.
So it does all three of those things. Maybe it's that one room in your house that is always a little bit warmer. That's where you put this. Or maybe it is the area that is that doesn't have air conditioning. When we first bought our house, my art studio, which is an addition to the house, does not have air conditioning.
Perfect
so it's
spot.
only literally a 3-season room. It's perfectly perfect for that. So think about the needs of your own home, and you can actually have air conditioning where you are. You don't have to turn on a whole central air unit for a house that you're not using when you're only in 2 rooms of that house.
It's much more efficient to do it that way. It will cool multiple rooms again, up to 500 square feet. So that's a very large area. For some apartments and you know,
that
cities
might
and all,
be it.
that might be the entire apartment. Right? Maybe you're sending a kid off to college this year. They get a good night's sleep. Hopefully they get better grades. So
I was talking about my niece who graduated from high school. She's at a camp, and the cabins don't have air conditioning. This would have been perfect for her. She's already there, unfortunately, so too late. But they don't. All they have are fans to keep them cool.
These are such a small footprint. Look, I take up more space than this does. All right,
small.
so just standing here, I take up more room. So about 28 inches high by 16 by 14. All right, you have plenty of room for this. You have the flexibility.
About
63 pounds.
63 pounds.
But we give you the handles on the side, so in case you have to take it up steps. The wheels are already on the bottom. There's a 6-foot power cord on here, and it only takes up one of the 2 outlets. 5.5-foot flexible tube. So in case you have your favorite chair that has to sit by the window, look, I have the flexibility. I can move this wherever I want. So as long as it's within where I can plug it in and the hose, I can move it around to where I want.
Well, if not having air conditioning, or maybe your parents who are elderly don't have it, because of the age of the home, because it's cost prohibitive for you right now, this might be the perfect answer. At $80 on a credit card, if you're using that 5 Easy Pay option to get this home and get the relief, I would go to my mother's. I kid you not, Sean. She would have the window shut, thinking that that was going to help keep it cooler. And she would sit with a little paper towel, wet paper towel on the back of her neck. And she would say, "Oh no, I'm fine." Meanwhile, sweat is rolling down. You know, you worry about seeing people in that condition and you think, "Oh my gosh, no, there's an easier way." It's worth the $80 per month to get this unit home and keep that area cool.
Yeah, and you notice that it changed pitch and sound?
It did.
Because there's a thermostat built in. So it's at that 67 degrees I have it set to. So now it just, you know, blows the fan and moves the air around. When the temperature increases 1 degree, it will turn itself back on. So it's not constantly running. It's really saving you money. And let's face it, if you're looking for a 12,000 BTU unit out there, trying to find one at this value is unheard of. I mean, I've looked. I know what's out there.
Yeah. Coby brand is one that is relatively new to QVC.
It's new to QVC, but it's been around for over 30 years. They make white goods, which are all the appliances for your home. So they specialize in portable air conditioners. And that's why this one's so easy, because there are no tools required for any of the install. I mean, there's one little sheet with pictures on how to put the window kit
together.
in.
When we initially brought air conditioning units, and you can probably remember how long ago that was, probably close to 20 years.
Yes.
They were twice as much.
And they were
twice
massive.
the size. They were huge. And honestly, The unit that I'm talking about that we purchased for my mom's house was twice this size. It was huge, but the idea of bringing her that comfort and not having to worry about her in a house with the windows shut, that was peace of mind for us, as well as her comfort.
Yeah, and if you, a lot of people have, pets that they keep home.
Yes.
They don't want to run the air conditioning just put it in the room where the pets are going to be. Or, I mean, maybe you have a bigger house and you don't want to cool the whole house at night,
Right.
just cool your bedroom. This is a better way to do that as well. And for those of you that were pricing whole house air conditioning,
yeah.
when you see that sticker shock,
tens of
you could buy
thousands,
2 or
right?
3 of
Yeah.
these and come out way ahead.
So here's the thing. Look at your weather app or whatever. When's it going to hit 85? When's it going to hit 90? When's it going to be over 100 degrees in your area?
Oh, it's going to be hot.
It's
Right.
coming. It's just a couple of weeks away if it's not already there. Get yourself the unit so that you're prepared and your family can be comfortable this summer. The 83887, a 3-in-1. So it's an air conditioner, it's a fan, and dehumidifier.
Yeah, and it comes with the remote, everything you need.
Right.
It's simple and easy to set up. You don't have to carry it and put it in that window.
Yeah.
Look, you don't lose any of your view, but maybe about 4.5 inches.
Okay.
You get to keep the screen in. So they really are efficient. That's what I like about them, and all the professionals will tell you. If you want to cool a space that doesn't get it,
Right.
get yourself one of these portable air conditioners so you're not cranking the thermostat down. So you're walking around in a sweatshirt in the rest of
Yeah.
your house to cool the one room.
Isn't that
Don't
crazy?
do it that way.
That doesn't make sense.
No.
It really doesn't. All right, so continuing the process, again, put it in your cart, but check out so that you get to enjoy. Oh, the temperature just went up just a smidge. I heard it.
There you go.
So get it so that you're comfortable this summer. The heat is coming. Summer is on its way, so don't miss out. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a look at our today's special value, but then after that,